We'll be with you. If anybody's here, I'll be with you in a minute. I gotta get my comments on here. Yeah, I can see the lighting is bad. Hi, Shelly Belly. Hi. You're the first one. Hi, Leroy Bruce. Thank you for joining us. Hi. Hi, Carol Pitts. Oh, Shelly, Carol Pitts changed her name to Southern Woman. Carol, hi, Gnome. Uh, Carol, did you create a new account? Do they need to follow you back on the new account? I think so, Shelly. Southern Woman is, hello, sweetheart. Hello, I'm so glad you're back. Or maybe you were back, I just didn't know your name. Yeah, Shelly, I need to make sure people follow her on her new account. Hi, E. Heath. E.A. Heath, thank you for joining us. Oh, Shelly, I got something to show you, and I'll show you before everybody else gets here. Because it's a bit much. Look what I got. Look. So that at some of my favorite stores that I go into, I can let them put these in their store so I can get more followers. Hi, Smurfette. Hi. You want to see, Smurfette, what it is? They are my business cards that I had printed that I'm going to use to, like, in my vape store and maybe at the pallet store. People who have stores that I know, and I can put some of my cards in there so I can get people to follow me. Well, you know, we did the posters. I tried, well, I only ever did 2 of them. And I still haven't sent the one. I'm waiting until I go to Ohio to give the one to Josie because I had Zach mounted on the foam core. Now I'm afraid to ship it. I'm afraid they'll ruin it. Yeah, we got the merch. But yeah, Zoe has one of the posters, and then the other one is for Josie. But I never got the coffee mug, Shelly. Finally, I had to finally cancel the order. That order was in for 3 or 4 months. I had to finally cancel the order for them to give me my money back. But I may try that again because Zach really wants the coffee cup. And Shelly wants the coffee mug. Well, what happened, Shelly, the reason that I was able to order 5 or 6 of them is because Walmart had a sale on them. They were only like $5, a little over $5. And so I could afford to order 6 of them. I can't pay $25 a mug, like they charge on most places, but then look what happened. You get what you pay for. Hi, Jay. Hi, Jay. You know what? I forgot to send you and Trudy the promo because I thought you guys were off. I didn't think we would see you. Hi, Tommy. Hi, Tommy. Hi, Jay. Hi, Jay. I hope Trudy comes too. Is Trudy already there with you? Is she there with you? Or are you there with her? Whichever way you're going. Thank you, Carol. Thank you, Carol. And since I saw Tommy's here, I do want to tell you guys, our friend Tommy Birch. Tommy, I have no idea. I butcher everybody's name. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy for you, Jay. I'm so happy. I wish you guys would at least do one little video together for us. We would love that. Gotta do that. Please, please. And I just love that. That would be so cute. You're actually moving. That is incredible. I am elated. I am so elated. Well, anyway, what I want to say about Tommy is, I said this last week, and Tommy is still in the hospital. And so, anyway, and Jay, I don't know if you've met Tommy yet, or Tommy, I don't know if you've met Jay Simple Living, if you guys want to follow each other. But I got to tell you, Tommy, if you go look at my videos, and I did do a few videos that were songs that he requested, and somebody's got to pick my videos. I might as well let him do it. But anyway, he is still in the hospital. And if you look, I mean, he's tagged everybody in the country in my videos, and he's been really great. And here's BJ. There's BJ texting me. So, and you know why? She's texting me so that when she watches the live replay, because she's not on TikTok, she immediately deleted that account. So she can hear me acknowledge her. She is such a child. Oh my God. I did. I got your name right. I got your name right. I can't believe it. I do that so rarely. But anyway, if you guys want to go to Tommy's, give him a follow and go to his page and show him some support. He hasn't made any videos for a while, but he's been in the hospital for a few weeks now. And just give him some work to do. Because we were talking about that. Earlier, about how he hasn't even made any videos and he's got all these comments to catch up on. Well, go give him some more work to do. Oh, Lord. Not quite the country. What? What are you guys talking about? Hi, Sean the Rapper. Hi, Sean the Rapper. Thank you for joining us. Oh, and there's Dan. Hi, Trucker 30 Years. There's Dan. And there's Jessica. And Diane, I'm sorry I didn't see you pop in either, Diane. I tried to get Jessica and Alexa's to do that duet that I did with you. I tried to get them to do it, but I haven't seen either one of them do it yet. But anyway, what else was I going to talk about real quick? Let me. Yeah, Shelly, I was going to show just you the business cards because, I have no shame. I will do the shameless self-promoting. It comes naturally to me. That's my gig. Yeah. Oh, you're there? I didn't even see you, Diane. Wait a minute. I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Yay, there she is. Messaging me now. Oh, my watch has only got 10% power. There she is.
Hey, everybody. Hi,
There
Sean.
she is. And we got Sean the Rapper was here. Did you see him, Diane?
Yep.
And we got Ridge Runner. Ridge Runners are from Virginia, right? I think people in Virginia are called Ridge Runners. I don't know. Maybe. Have you ever heard those little words like people from Texas? They call them goat ropers. People from Virginia, I think, are called ridge runners. People from Kentucky, if I'm not mistaken, are called stump jumpers.
Really? I've
I don't
never
know
heard
where
any of
that
those.
stuff comes from. I don't know where that comes
Hey,
from.
Smurfette.
Oh, Sean, I was talking about because Diane, did you see my shameless thing that I did here?
Your shameless promotion.
My same shameless self promotion. I'm gonna leave some of those at the pallet store and some at the vape store.
Uh-oh. You gotta put them in the pallet store.
I know, I know. And my aunt Ivan and I, most of the time, we didn't go today. I'll have to say that.
Oh
She
my
had an
goodness.
eye doctor appointment this morning. Plus, I had an errand to run for my aunt Geraldine, so we didn't go to the pallet store. But we're usually the only ones in there, and we're always chatting the lady up that's in there. So I feel like I can ask to. And I'm going to say one more thing about that. The only other thing I'm going to say about that particular thing, we are only about 150 people away from 20,000.
Wow.
And I don't know if you guys remember, but I know who will remember is Zach. Because back right after I started doing my live, Zach publicly challenged me that when I got to 20,000 followers that I would dye my hair purple. And whether anybody else remembers or holds me to that or not, he will. And I'm actually going to do a video, I think, because here's what I need. I need help, not just to get to the 20,000, and it's only 150 more people. We'll get there anyway. But
Yep.
what I need help with is I need some people to, that's why I think I'll create a video, is to tell me what I can use to dye my hair purple that will come back off of it, because I don't want it permanent. Because what if I don't
Oh,
like
okay.
it?
You just want a semi-permanent like they
I
use on
want
Halloween and
exactly
stuff.
something that will come out
Wash
after
out.
a couple
Yeah.
few washings. And I will do some videos with the purple hair, and I will do a live or two with the purple hair. But
Hey,
I
Naz.
want my hair to stay purple, and I'm not going to let purple grow out, and I don't really want to cut my hair. So
Yeah, no, you just want a
yeah,
temporary dye.
yeah. So my granddaughter Kaza can probably give me some tips there. But yeah, I'm going to ask for that. That's the help I need. We'll get to the 20,000. We'll get there eventually.
it's it's the aftermath you have to deal
Yeah,
with.
I'm not worried about that. All I'm worried about is not, you know, I'm kind of vain about my hair, I guess.
Well, it's pretty. You should
Well,
be.
thank you. And it's because I have got it. It doesn't look that good on camera, but I have gotten it the color I want it.
So you don't
That
want to
is
mess it up.
not an easy feat. And so I don't really want to ruin it.
Gypsy
Hi,
Jean is on.
Gina. Hi, Gina. And for you guys who don't know, orange hair, who is that? Casey
Casey.
review. No, I'm not going to have orange hair. I'm going to have purple hair. And if you're saying my hair is orange now, my hair is not orange. It's the lighting. I do not have orange hair.
As Sean says, beet or blueberry juice might be good to do for
Well,
as
I
a
heard,
temporary.
Sean, I actually thought about using the beet juice, and I was told not to do that.
Oh,
That will ruin my hair. Not to
really?
do the beet
Too
juice.
astringent?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And, well, okay, first of all the beet juice I have is from pickled beets. Now, I could buy cans of plain beets and get the juice out of that. But
I
yeah.
think they, I think they sell beet juice now.
Hi, Tom. Yeah, they do. They do sell beet juice. My uncle drinks beet juice, actually. Um, Hi, Tom. Hi, sweetie. For you
I
guys
like
who
beet.
don't know who Tom is, he's Gypsy Redneck. Um, and anyway, I was getting ready to say Gypsy Jenna. I always say, well, I learned that her name is not actually Jenna. After all this time, it's Gina. So I've been saying her name wrong, just like I did Naz's forever. But anyway, I even hi Stoner Panda, hi sweetie, thank you for joining us. But anyway, I'm not gonna say anything else about that. But we are dangerously close to the purple hair.
The purple hair. You better let me know when you dye your hair because I have to see this.
Well, you'll be seeing it. You'll be seeing it in my videos, and you'll be seeing it on here.
Yeah. Well, now with the algorithm changing every week, sometimes I don't get to see my favorite people
Well,
anymore.
you know what I did last time that happened, Diane? Last time that happened, what I figured out I could do is just I could go to one of my videos that all of you guys had commented on, like an older one, and then I could go to each one of your pages and watch and like a couple of your videos, and then you'd show back up on my FYP.
Yeah,
Uh,
because I
manipulating
go
myself.
into, my following and then I have to go into
Yeah.
FYP. And sometimes my people are in the FYP and not in my
Hi,
following that I
Nas. Hi,
follow.
Sweet Pea. Yeah.
So I can't keep up with the algorithm
Well,
anymore. It's
I'll go
crazy.
ahead and say one thing about how many of you were on this morning when all our videos disappeared.
Oh, geez. I wasn't on all day.
I
What
was
happened?
on this morning. In fact, I just posted a video and all of my videos disappeared. And they were gone for a good hour or two.
Oh, geez.
In fact, it made the news earlier today, but not that my videos all disappeared.
Just TikTok in general made the news.
But because everybody's did. But anyway, I thought, oh my God, what did I do? What did I do? So I went to my alternate account and they were gone there too. And then I went to FYP. People's videos were still on FYP. So what I started doing was going to their profiles. I probably went to 20 people's profile. They were all gone. And then I did some screen captures of the people's like Lily No More and Kim and Linda Love. I can't remember who else. Sandals, Sandy, and did video, screen captures of their page with all their videos gone. And it even said, post your first video, as though you had
Wow.
never posted a video. And so I did a video with those screen captures. And the first thing I did was made a video and said, what the who? What have
I'm
you
sure a
done
lot
with
of
my
people,
videos?
sure a lot of people were freaking out.
I can tell you, I do believe that my heart stopped probably for a little nanosecond. Like, because the first thing I thought was, what did I do?
Yeah, it was not
You hear
user
that all the
error.
time about how they take like how they took Brad's account. Well, they didn't take his account down, they just banned
Yeah.
him from live. But best in blueberry,
Beet and blueberry.
beet and blueberry mixed together, Sean?
I don't think mixed together. I think one or the other.
Tom, I'm sorry, we're talking about hair dyeing.
Yeah, I think one or the other. What am I sitting on? Oh,
One or
geez.
the other.
I
I would rather have blueberry, I think.
Something was stuck to the back of my leg. I'm like, what the heck is
Oh, you
this?
know what? Now I'm starting to get a little worried. If I used blueberry, blue and yellow make green.
Maybe you ought
No,
not to do that.
no. Can't have that. Can't have the green hair.
Mm-mm.
Mixed would work too, but I think I might. I think I might go with something out of the store.
Something professional, perhaps.
Yeah, I'm thinking I might not put that on my hair. I'm just scared. Now I know they do make that. They do make that thing called color oops. That if you get the hair color wrong, you can strip it back off. But that stuff is really hard on your
It's
hair. I don't really
Yeah.
do that.
Any kind of stripping is very tough on your hair.
And my hair is really coarse and healthy, so, but I still don't want to do that to it. But anyway, enough about the hair.
Mm-mm-mm.
Oh, I know what I got because I got my Aunt Iva's done, and this has some. I don't even have my glasses on. My eyesight must be better, and I do have some other business. Remember me telling you about the train pictures
Yes.
from my great grandfather was killed. Him and my great uncle were killed on November 3rd of 1920, which was actually my grandfather's 5th birthday. His brother, and that actually wasn't the best picture. I think this one. But anyway, there's 3 of these, and I got them printed and framed, and see how the one's got the corner ripped off of it. And
That's a bad wreck.
it was really bad. And what they actually were doing is they weren't on the train. They worked for the railroad, and they were on their way to the accident in this car-like thing that goes on the railroad tracks.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't lit up. Was it still at night, and nothing was lit up, and they ran head on into it. And my grandfather, my great grandfather, and my great uncle, and another man were on there, and I think all 3 of them were killed. I mean, they ran into the accident. But anyway,
That's terrible.
so my grandfather lost his father and his oldest brother that day. And anyway, I got those printed, and the reason I showed them to you is because remember me telling you at the pallet store?
Yes.
And
Those are
they're not bad frames. And I
no, they
got
look
them for
very nice.
50 cents each.
You can't beat that. I wish I had a pallet store.
Yeah. And I
guess
remember I told you I snuck them out to the car so my Aunt Iva wouldn't see them. She's like, "Where's your stuff?" And I said, "I already took it out to the car." She's, "When did you do that?" And then I wouldn't let her get in the trunk. I got everything because that's where they were.
so she couldn't spot your ill-gotten goods.
Thank you so much, Shay. Thank you so much. Is that Pamela from Tennessee? Hello,
Yes, it is.
Pam. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, sweetie pie. If any, I don't know what's wrong with me. Well, yeah, I do. Here's the other. I had some business to take care of, and that would be that Shelley and Diane, particularly, know that I haven't slept. I have not been eating or sleeping very well this week. And so, we know what happens when I don't sleep. So I'm going to put you and Shelley in charge that when it's time, you need to call time. Do not let me do that because you know what I'll do. And but call time on me, and I thought, well, I could text Shelley the phone number of my internet provider so that if I don't, she could
Shut you down.
call the internet provider and have them shut the feed down.
Take drastic measures and shut you down.
That's probably what it would take. if I got on a tear, that's what it would take to get me off of here.
No, you usually pay attention when I give you a gentle reminder of what time it is.
That's when I've slept. Hi, sweet pea. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm laughing and acting a fool right after I'm talking about this horrific train wreck. But I'm kind of. I guess I'm kind of. I'm kind of. I don't know. That is just a story because I have known that story and seen those pictures all my life. It's just, to me, it's just a matter of fact. It's not something that I get kind of emotionally invested in. It's just a matter of fact. This is just what
Yeah,
happened. You know,
it was 100 years ago.
Yeah, I don't know these people, but you know, they are my relatives. You know, that's my Irish Catholic side of. Well, actually, no, my great grandfather was not the Irish Catholic. That was my great grandmother. But anyway. Oh, Shay, who is this? Hey, what? Oh my God! What about this? Maybe this is why I can't see.
Shane Noble.
Shay Noble. He's
Yep.
a country music singer and drummer in Mississippi. Well, Shay, if you'll do me a favor, because once I'm off here, I can't see you. I can't see these comments. Do me a favor and go to one of my videos and comment, and I can tell you if you follow me, I'll support your page. I may even duet one of your videos. I duetted one of Jeff Lee's videos, as a matter of fact. And anyway, Shane, if you will go, because I do support the musicians, if you will go and comment on one of my videos, then I will get to your page and I'll watch some of your videos. And like I said, if I like them, I may even duet one of them. But anyway, I'm not going to be singing in anybody else's video. That was like a 1 or 2 and done. I'm not doing any more of that. That was.
I would never.
Comma.
I would never sing in a video because I'd be. Everybody's dogs would be barking.
Well, you know what was funny, Diane? Because now I've always lip synced videos, and when I lip sync, I'm singing at the top of my lungs, but nobody has to hear me. I'm going to tell you something that I noticed, because you know I hear that when I'm putting the music over top of it. I hear my singing; it's right there, and that's how come me to end up doing that and leaving my voice in. Because when I put his video over top of mine, the voice is blended in a kind of way that I'm like, I'll be daggone, I have taught myself to sing. And I think from doing those videos and trying to match the lip sync to match my mouth moving the way theirs does, I have to sing with them. And I think I've kind of learned to harmonize. So that is a method that you can use to teach yourself to sing. But anyway.
And they're usually songs that are familiar to you, so you know the words, which is good.
Well, I do a lot of songs that I've never heard before. And I have to learn. You know what's harder? The lyrics are easy for me to learn. What's hard for me to learn are the cues. If I don't know a song, if it's a song that I haven't heard, you know, a lot of songs I've heard my whole life, or, you know, many years. If I do those songs, I know the cues. I may not know all the lyrics, but I can get those. I can learn those in 5 minutes. But the cues, you know, when to come in.
Timing.
Yes. Yeah. And I intentionally pick songs sometimes that have really difficult time. I'll tell you a really hard one was Crystal Blue Persuasion, to get all of the timing right with. And I mean, I knew that song really well, and I still had a hard time getting, you know, missing the cues. And I just keep doing it till I get them right, get them all right.
Yeah, things without a hard bass beat, it's hard to keep the tempo.
Yeah,
and to keep it straight in your
how
head.
I do it. In fact, there's something that I think it's funny, and nobody else probably. Nobody else. What? Hi, Pam. Thank you so much for popping in. Pam, if you guys haven't seen her TikToks, you guys should go check her out too. I think because she's been here several times before, I'm sure you guys have already seen her. But anyway, what was I getting ready to say?
Well, we talked about history. We
Oh,
talked
okay.
about
Oh, I know
dyeing
what
your
I was going
hair.
to say. Something funny about, when you're saying the timing. There's a couple of little things that I noticed in my videos that I didn't notice until after they were posted. And then when I saw them, I'm like, that's great. I love that. It's hilarious. Like that video of that Connie Francis song, Everybody Somebody's Fool. There's this little thing I do on this drum beat because I'm keeping the rhythm so I know when to. There's this little thing I do on the drum beat that looks like somebody's electric. I'm like,
Getting shock therapy.
that's what it looks like. There's another one, and I can't remember which song it is, but I know, it's Black Magic Woman. At the end of the song, there's like this, oh! Every time I watch that video, I die laughing because what it looks like is somebody goosed me. Oh
Nice.
my God.
Look what you came in on, Care Bear.
Okay. Oh Lord. Yeah, and I did have to use the sketchy eye drops again because I haven't slept. I did sleep an hour or two till my instructor called me.
That is not sleep. That is a nap. That is not sleep.
Yeah, but my days and nights have gotten mixed up again, and I couldn't sleep today. My watch is about to die. But anyway, look at I made cards.
Few cards. Getting
Okay.
professional now.
But yeah, okay, I did the sleep. I did the purple hair and the TikTok glitch and the train pictures. Didn't talk about filters and effects, but I'm not really going to.
She sure does, Care Bear. Care Bear says you have a case of the giggles.
I do. I'm giddy. Sleep deprivation, Care Bear, makes me slap happy. Oh, hi, Pete. Hi, Pete. Thank you so much for joining us. And if you guys see Pete, I think he's one of Tony's friends, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, Shane. You're one of Tommy's friends? Okay. But I will find you. I will absolutely find you. If you comment. This morning, Care Bear. This morning, everybody's videos disappeared for a considerable period. It wasn't a few seconds. It was more like an hour or two that we had no videos. They were still showing up on the FYP, but if you went to your profile, if you look, I did a video where I did screen captures of some of my friends' pages. It even said, post your first video, because I'll tell you what didn't go away. The private videos and the drafts didn't go away. But all of your videos were gone. But fortunately they came back. Fortunately.
Yeah, most of the stuff they do.
Thank you, Pete.
Doesn't affect the private videos for some reason, but all the rest of them are up for grabs.
Well, and the drafts were still there. Yeah. We already talked about that. Now, what I said that we were going to talk about, I'm going to talk about while Smurfette's here, because I know Smurfette's got a live tonight too. Smurfette, are you still here? Yeah, she is. I was going to talk about hashtags and creating hashtags, and then how you might use those, because we hear a lot of talk about hashtags, and if you use these hashtags or such, I was told that you only wanted to use hashtags. 4 hashtags was the magic number, and all of this. that I don't know it for a fact, but with the experiments that I'm pretty sure that hashtags don't do anything in that way. What hashtags do is they link videos together.
Mm.
And I did a little demo so that I can tell you. And the reason I'm saying that is because Smurfette was going to, on Smurfette's Affirmation Live on Monday night, we talked about doing a vision board. And for anybody that doesn't know what a vision board is, I'm not going to take that. I'm piggybacking something on to Smurfette. I'm not going to start talking about that, because you can go follow the link on my promo video and you can go to her page and you will find where she did the vision board challenge. But when we talked about it, the plan was she was going to create a hashtag for the vision board challenge. And Smurfette, if I would have thought about it, I would have said something about this to you. But she actually used a pre-existing hashtag.
Mm.
And when you use like that particular hashtag has 4.9 million views. And how many, who knows how many hundreds of thousands of videos on that hashtag. And what you use a hashtag for is to create a space where if you click on that hashtag, like all of the people that were doing the vision board challenge, when you clicked on that hashtag, you would only see their videos. So that way it links all of the vision board challenge, your Smurfette's vision board challenge videos together. And we could easily find and watch each other's videos. When we use a hashtag that's pre-existing, you got all that.
It's everybody, yeah.
They're lost in there. And but anyway, all you have to do to create, like Smurfette, like if you and you've already done it, so I don't know that you want to redo it, but kind of, it was a learning opportunity for me too, because I knew what they were for and how to do it. I just had never done it before because I don't even use hashtags. But what you would have had to do is take the words vision board and challenge, and you'd have to either put some emojis at the end or put some emojis between the words or something like that, so that then over at the side it would tell you that this hashtag doesn't exist and you have to add it.
Yeah,
And all
your
you
own.
have to do is to add it is put it on your video. That's how you create a new hashtag. And this, I did a demo so that I can tell you, well, it's going to be, what is that? 61 here tomorrow. The video that I have pinned to the top of my page is a duplicate of the vision board video, but the difference is I created a new hashtag that is in support of Ukraine. And I used a praying hands with a blue, yellow hearts in the middle of them. And that hashtag had not been created yet. Mm. And so I was able to create a new hashtag. And if you go to that video pinned up there, you'll see and click on the hashtag. It'll take you to that hashtag page, and you'll see two videos there, because there are two videos out there with that hashtag, because I also put that vision board video on my alternate account and used that hashtag. So there are actually two videos there with that hashtag. And that's what we can use hashtags for. I'll tell you somebody that I know right off top of my head that uses that a lot and links all of her, her Gen X hottie. They have Gen X Wolfpack family, and she tells you in her videos, and she comments that hashtag. She wants people to use that hashtag. And it's because then it links them all together. It links their videos all together under that hashtag. And so, if you ever have something like, example, when I create my promo video, I could actually create a hashtag and no, that I lost that. I don't see how that would actually do anything that I'm talking about. I was thinking something completely different, but anyway, I could actually
crayons, broken crayons is on board.
No, okay, Tom, you go make dinner. You go make dinner. I am so sorry. Yeah, Smurfette's laughing at me, but never mind. Just go look at that video, Smurfette, and you'll see what I mean. And that way, when you want to do that for future reference, then that's what you have to do. You could have used the words Vision Board Challenge. You just got to put some characters in there and to make it original.
Unique.
Yeah, it has to be unique to you or never mind. But anyway, we're still all linked by having you on the tagging you on the video anyway. But anyway, and my other thing that I was going to talk about was also in my promo, I said that I tagged Smurfette in that promo video, as I always say, right down here. Click right down here. And go to Smurfette's page, and I'm pretty sure she's got it tagged at the top of her page. And you can participate in the Vision Board Challenge. And she explains all of that in a video there, which you can actually duet. I didn't choose to duet it because Smurfette, I actually didn't know what you were going to do because I already had that video pretty much laid out by Monday night. I already got it in my head what I was going to do. So I laid the foundation of it out Monday night, and then I just finished it up last night. But anyway, I think it's a really good idea. For using. That's what I told her. I said, well, my vision board will be a TikTok and be on TikTok because that's where I live. That's why I created it there. Oh, I cannot read.
Hollow Man
is an ocean in a cup. Hi, an ocean in a cup. You are from Smurfette's Live. I remember. Oh, there's Hollow Man. I remember your profile picture. I don't remember your name, but I remember your profile picture. Hi, Hollow Man. Hi. I sent you the promo just because I'd been missing you. I haven't seen you on my FYP much, and I was wanting to see your face, so I invited you to the live. Hi, Michelle Davis. Hi, Linda. Hi, Linda Love. Hi, sweetheart. Thank you so much for joining us. I've been pretty good, Hollow Man. How are you? How have you been? And we got Dr. Sneezeburger and Gamer Game. Gamer Game sounds like that could be one of my grandsons. And any of you guys that, because Linda, I don't think you've been here very often. Any of you guys that have not seen Linda Love's videos or followed her, You got to check hers out. Hi, Christina. Hi, sweetie. Hi, Christina. And hi, Jeanette Kavanaugh. Thank you for joining us. But, so we talked about, we got the hashtag thing down. I talked about that. I wasn't going to talk a whole lot about that anyway. But other than what they can be used for. And Smurfette's Vision Board Challenge. I think it might, you look at it, Diane, it might be a fun thing. You might want to do that. And, oh, Care Bear. Care Bear's in comment jail. Well, I will tell you, Care Bear, I'm about 5 or 6 of the videos that you've sent me, just because I always try to like the, the message, but I don't always get to watch the videos every day because I'm making a video or trying to catch up with comments. And I did get Diane's page caught up.
Yes, you did.
You
Good
showed
job.
up my FYP, and I even did a duet of yours.
Yes, you did.
It's a pretty easy duet to do.
And part of the collector, the fellow that's been showing up the last couple of times, he duetted one of my videos.
Did he? That's great.
And it's hysterical. I don't know, our expressions and everything just seem to fit together.
Yeah, I'll have to go watch it.
Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah, I'll go watch it. Which
one
of the videos did he duet?
He did the one where I say, whatever happens, we have to make sure we don't do anything stupid.
I saw that. But yeah, I haven't ever tried to do, I've only ever done one of those talking videos, and that was that one that I did with you. I don't know if I can do that because I don't have the music to get the rhythm. I don't think I can do that.
When I first started out, I didn't think I would be lip syncing anything, but now I'm some things I'm better at than others, but I enjoy it. It's funny.
Yeah, I don't know if I could. I think I'm sure if I practiced it enough, I could probably do it. But I need that. I need a beat. I'd have to like pat my hand or something to create my own beat or something, or I'd have to put it to music. And if I put the words over music, it doesn't have to match. I would just know at what point in the music. Yeah.
To make a comment, yeah.
Yeah. But
I usually slow everything down to 2 times, so that way you can catch up with it a lot easier than if you did it in real time.
Well, what I was going to say is I just never, if I do talking videos like that, I'm just going to say whatever I'm going to, you know what I mean? I'm going to talk myself and say what I'm going to say. If I'm going to do that, enough people are doing the other,
a lot of people.
Why I never really did that.
Yeah, a lot of people, instead of lip syncing to someone else's, they just say it in their own voice, but they say the same thing, and it's easy.
And I've actually, or I've gotten an idea from one of those before, and then kind of put my own twist on it and done it. I have done that before. And I did do a talking video this morning. That's the one that I just posted. And I wish that, because I don't want to give people, because most of the time when I do a talking video, I write the words myself. I write that myself. I'm not reading something somebody else wrote. But this one, I did not write. And I don't know why, probably because I hadn't slept. I hadn't even had the nap yet. And I was pretty tired, but I really do wish. Hello, Kazaferg. Hi, Kaza and Ryan. Hi, sweetheart. Thank you so much. Grandma's a little wound up because I haven't slept very much. Kaza knows what I'm like when I haven't slept, because when they come here, I never sleep. But anyway, now what? Now I'm lost. Diane?
Oh,
What was I
once
talking
they
about?
get you off topic, then
What? What?
once they get you off topic, they mess you up. We were
I
talking
know.
about
What was I talking about?
lip syncing and talking through your own video.
Oh yeah. What?
So you read.
I didn't trigger it. I do remember that's what we were talking about, but I have no idea what I was saying. Oh, I know, the talking video that I wish at the end of it, and I don't know why I didn't do that. It just didn't occur to me. But at the end of it, I wish I would have said, I didn't write these words, but I have found them helpful. I wish I'd have said that at the end, but I didn't think about that until somebody commented and complimented me on whatever it was they said, and I realized, oh, they think I wrote that. Or I don't know, maybe they didn't think I wrote it, but it gave me that impression. So I commented back to them that I usually write my own script. Well, since we play Movie Maker, I'm going to call it my own script. And uh, anyway, I told him that I didn't write that, but I had found it very helpful. And so I pinned that comment to the top of it so people would see that, because I don't want people to think, I mean, I don't know. I guess maybe because we're on TikTok, most people would assume the opposite. You know what I mean? They wouldn't assume that I wrote that anyway, probably. So anyway, it's fun. Yeah, thank you, Linda. Thank you. Linda's trying to help me here too. Hi, I love all dogs. Thank you for coming. Thank you. I like that name. I kind of love all dogs too. I just don't have dogs anymore. But anyway, I think I talked about everything that I needed to talk about. Other than, you know what I should say? Um, but see, I don't have any witnesses here that this is true. There's Zachary.
Hey, Zach. Hey,
Hello,
Zach.
Zach. What are you saying good deal about, Zach? Zach, what are you saying good deal about? Zach, Kaza, and her boyfriend Ryan are here. Hi, Ariel, Diana. Anyway, I have no idea.
Because you said you were pretty much touched on all your topics and you don't have anything left to say.
Well, I talked about all of my stuff, Zach, that I was supposed to talk about. So now I can
You
just
should get two
randomly
cards now,
talk
Zach.
about
You're in
any
trouble.
old thing. And apparently I'm talking about talking videos now about how I didn't write it myself. And I will tell you the videos that I have written, I can tell you that Zach helps me. He used to. I haven't done that for a long time, actually. But Zach, I would run them past Zach, and he'd sometimes make them better. Most of the time, make them better. I will tell you that he did save me from something that it was the video that I posted on my birthday, where I say that thing about to all that I made this video. I think I said I made this video for my daughters and granddaughters and all the young women out there who are obsessing about their looks and whatever else it was, their looks and their bodies. And I said, don't do that. When you're my age, you will look back and you will realize just how beautiful you are. And I said, were instead of are, because it were. It was past tense. And Zach said, they were. What happened to them?
They grew up, is what happened.
And I said, yeah, I grammatically, it's correct, I think, to say were, but it hit your ears wrong. And
Yeah,
so I changed it. I went back and changed that. He may have changed a couple of other things too, but I was so glad of that, because that would have killed my soul if I would have put that in there. And then when I listened to it, and I'm saying words like, daggone it, why did you say that? It's like, daggone.
Well,
It's my birthday video and I messed it up.
you were speaking to their former beauty as opposed to their present beauty. So
Right.
either way, would have been.
But it actually, if you think about it, I would be talking about their present beauty. Because when you look back, when you're there, you're not there yet. You're not looking back yet. But when you're there and you look back, you will realize just how beautiful you are because you are still in the present. So he was right. He was right either way. Whether it was grammatically correct or not, it would not have been the right thing to say. But anyway.
It's like saying,
Did you see what Zach said? He said it's like saying, yeah, you used to be cool. Or somebody saying that to their wife, you know, you used to be so beautiful.
that'll get you a punch in the face. Grammatically correct or not, they'll still get you a punch in the face.
In my case, you still are beautiful. Well, we can tell who's. Oh, Zach, look. Look, I didn't show you this. Speaking of self-absorbed. Speaking of self-absorption. Did you see that, Zach? We have determined so far that I'm going to put some of them in the pallet store.
She's going to be living in
the vape store.
She's going to be living in the neighborhood.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm a rock star of my day, Zach. I'm a what is that thing they always say, a legend in your own mind?
I love that saying.
I do too. Because I've always known exactly what it meant. Flea market. Jessica's telling me to put them at the flea market.
Oh, there you go. The flea market, the grocery store, wherever you go.
Well, believe it or not, and Zach can testify to this. Zach knows this is true. Well, he's been with me once when it happened, but it has actually happened to me before. In fact, I will tell the story about when I was at my Aunt Iva's. I probably already told this story. I can't imagine me not telling this story. And when you hear me tell it, you'll know what I'm talking about. I was at my Aunt Iva's, and my cousin Brian and his kids, and my cousin's daughter, who's also my cousin, but anyway, she's 15 or 16, and when they came in the house, she brought her friend with her, one of her friends from school, and I was sitting at the counter, the island. I was sitting there with my back to them, and they sat down on the sofa, and when I turned around, I saw the little girl, and I saw her look at me like she had seen a ghost. She had just had this weird look on her face, and I thought, what's wrong with her? But anyway, then she started talking to Addie, my cousin, and saying, and her friend, and she said, why is she here? I heard her say, why is she here? And Addie said, well, that's my cousin. And she's like, that's not your cousin. And that little girl came to my lives all the time. And she to her, in fact, my cousin Brian, who will point out to everybody, she is not famous. and he told that little girl, because that little girl, he said, she is not famous. And she said, well, she's famous to me. And he said, do you want her autograph? And she's like, really? And it just so, and she started, I didn't really think that she came to my lives and stayed, but she started talking about, she said, yeah, last time you were talking about this, this, and this, and we had been talking about Myers-Briggs, and she wanted to know more about the Myers-Briggs test. And so her and my cousin, Addie, they took the Myers-Briggs test that night. And we talked about Myers-Briggs. But so anyway, wouldn't that have been incredible if I would have had these business cards and I could have turned it over and autographed it and given it to her with about 15 more so she could talk to her friends.
Just spread them around.
Do you know that is exactly, I used to, when I sold Mercedes, I would make friends with the children. I would get them on my side because, like, one little girl that I used to, when she would come in, I would let her help me sell a car. I'd say, come on, Macy, because she listened to me all the time. So she's probably about 6 or 7. She could repeat things and tell them what I usually say, and I'd let her do that. Well, why that was to my advantage is because her mother found out, and I mean, they had bought cars from me for a couple of years, and her mother found out that some relative of hers worked in the business office at the other Mercedes dealership. And so my customer and the little girl, she told her, she said, now, her name was Macy, Macy and Gracie. And she said, now we're going to go over here and we're going to look at cars over here because, you know, so-and-so, who the little girl knew, works here. And so, and her mother told me this story when she came to my dealership. And she said no, we're not going to go here. This is not where my Gracie is. I'm her Gracie. And anyway, then they went on a test drive with a car salesman. And, you know, Macy knows about the cars. And she's sitting in the back seat and she would say, no, that is not right. This is what my Gracie says. And she would explain the car the way it was supposed to be explained. And then she finally, she kept interrupting the salesman and would not stop. And she kept saying, I don't like it here. I don't like it here. And finally, my customer told the salesman, she said, there's no point to us doing this. But you might as well just take me back to the dealership. And so when she came in and told me that story, I said, good job, Macy. And I took her back to our boutique and I said, you pick out anything in here that you want. So
the salesman was probably happy to see her go.
well, and then I would give kids my business cards. They had my business cards in their book bags. Here, take this home and give this to your parents.
Nice. Okay, time check. It's 8:32.
Okay.
We've been on for an hour.
Can we stay on a little while longer? Child labor. I know, Zach. I do know that. Well, you know perfectly well. If Zoe came in there, I could have enlisted her help. She could have helped me sell cars. Zach actually helped me one time. He came and I was having to work late because I was delivering a car actually to one of my friends that I used to work with at Abrasive. And Zach helped me. Yeah, Zoe could sell. She could sell better than I could, I guarantee you. But anyway, Zach came in and I was trying to hurry up and get finished. And here's what one of my fellow salespeople did to kind of sabotage me. I told Zach, I said, Zach, I need you to vacuum this car out and clean this car up for me because, you know, it was after hours. So all the cleanup people were gone. And so, and run it through the car wash and dry it and everything. And one of my other salespeople told him, you don't have to do that. There's no reason for you to do that. I'm delivering the car to the person. And she told him not to do that. And I'm like, and I got in the car with my friend and to start going over the car with him. And I said, what is wrong with that boy? I cannot believe he didn't even vacuum this car out. And then when I talked to Zach about it later, and I told Will, I said, don't worry about it. Just go ahead. I'm so embarrassed, but take the car home and I'll come get it tomorrow and bring it back and get it cleaned up for you, which is what I did. But anyway, when I asked Zach, I said, Zach, why? I thought I said, Zach, he said, well, she told me there was no reason for me to do that. Like, that is not your mother.
And you should always make sure something that you're selling is in the best possible condition it could be
Oh,
in.
absolutely.
Why
And
would you
see,
want it to be
that
a mess?
car, I didn't have that car. We have two. Zach has a whole other story about it. Well, Zach, yes, I'm not telling the story word for word, I'm sure. And you're not here. All he did was drive the car around for me, but I asked you to run it through the car wash and vacuum it out. And then Melissa told you not to do that. I remember that very distinctively because I was embarrassed. I don't think that was me. What?
Who else?
Yeah,
Who
that
else is
was. I'm pretty
reporting
sure.
around?
I know that was you. And it was really late. It was like 9 o'clock at night. But anyway, the reason that car wasn't cleaned up is because that's not the car that him and I had talked about that he was going to buy. So I had the car that he was originally supposed to buy. That was ready for him, but he switched cars on me, and it wasn't ready. You know what I mean? And it was Saturday, and there was nobody there to clean it up. Mm-mm-mm. No, Will didn't trade in a Bentley. Bill traded in a Jaguar. What is it called? A something 8. Does Jaguar have number? I'm pretty. It's like the big Jaguar. That's what he traded in. No, it was not an Aston Martin. It was a Jaguar. I know what car Will had. I worked with Will when he bought the car. He bought it about the same time I bought my Jetta because after he bought it, it spent more time in the shop, and at that time I had been a car salesman for 6 years. I should have known better. But um, he bought that Jaguar, and he bought it 2 months ago, and he'd yet to be able to drive it for more than a day at a time that he didn't go back to the shop. And I'm like, Will, I would have thought you would have been smarter than that. I can't believe you didn't look up. If you look, and he said, really? And I said, yeah, you should, look that car up because I knew Jaguars had a really bad reputation for that. And he's like, yeah, because I bought that Volkswagen Jetta and I had issues. He's like, yeah, mine's right below yours for for customer complaints. The only one worse than mine is yours.
Nice.
I'm like, yeah. Well, it was the color that I wanted.
Oh, well, that makes all the difference then.
Well, what it was is I knew that car had an issue when I test drove it, but it was the only one they had that was the Wolfsburg edition with that color combination. That was more important to me than it running right. Oh. And actually, that never was able to be fixed. It
Oh,
never,
jeez.
it didn't act up in the wintertime. It was only the summertime. Yeah, my Aunt Iva called it a bucking car because that's what it did. It was fine when you're driving, but like when you're have in stop and go traffic, when you stopped, when you would start to take off, it was bad. There was a setting that needed to be changed on it, and I had a guy that was working on it that was actually he needed to keep it for a while and then me take it back because you had to drive it for about 30 minutes before it would act up in the winter,
Really?
in the summertime. It only happened in the summer. Yeah, it was the rodeo car, Zach. Yeah, it was a computer issue. That's exactly right, Jessica. That's exactly what it was because Jessica's husband had a Jetta too. I think they probably went through the same thing.
Yeah, a
But
friend of mine.
anyway, what about if I read comments and actually pay attention? I think everybody left because oh Shelley, did you knew Will Burris? Here I'm saying people's names again. Will Burris. He was the process engineer of IT. Remember him? That's exactly who it was. That is who it was. Now, Zach, the only Bentley that I remember particularly well is we took in. It was between a purple and a pinkish Bentley that we took in trade that was originally built for Rod Stewart.
Oh,
Rod
jeez.
Stewart was not the person that traded it in. There was the person that bought it from him traded it in, but it was like a pinkish purple, and the interior I'm pretty sure was white, but that was a beautiful car. But the guy did in like the provenance of the car. He actually had a picture of the original title because once he changed it over, but he had a picture of the original title and it had belonged to Rod
Hi,
Stewart.
Red Liz.
Oh, I can't remember who traded in a Bentley, Zach. That was probably another time. But I remember it was Will's car. And Will traded in a Jaguar. But anyway. And what else? Diane, do we have anything else to talk about? I do. I was going to say that I can't even tell you what kind of foolishness that I've been up to. Is Jessica still here? Jessica's the only one that knows. And I'm not going
I
to.
think you got through everything on your card.
So calm her down.
Calm her down.
Yeah. XJ8. Yeah, that's the car that Will had. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, Liz. I just now noticed you were trying to tell me that Liz was here, weren't you?
Yes.
Sorry, Diane. You know, we should have asked Smurfette, but I know Smurfette had to leave to go to her own live because she does the live tonight.
Yeah, 9.
But we should have asked her if she wanted to go in the box at least for just a little bit and say something about her vision board thing. But anyway.
I don't know if she likes going in the box.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I wasn't going to put her on the spot like that. Do you still calculate before you pull out in front of someone? Yeah. But Shala and I actually got into an argument about that because Shala pulls out. She doesn't actually pull out in front of somebody, but she pulls out close enough to pulling out in front of them that it startled them. You know what I mean?
Oh, jeez.
It would startle them, I'm sure, because she would cut it that close. And
Not.
and I told her, I said, Shala, you need to leave a little more distance in there. And she said, I am an engineer. I can calculate when I
Yeah,
can pull out. And I said, well,
but the other people driving,
you
the other people driving are not.
probably need to change that calculation to allow just a little bit more, because I'm telling you, she did not get into accidents, but I guarantee you she left accidents in her wake. I guarantee it, and she
Yeah,
can tell you.
I'm the one. I'm the one that gets beeped at all the time because I won't pull out in front of other people. And too bad. You just sit there and you wait.
I'm
I've
not gonna
been
pull
in an
out in front of
accident.
anybody. I don't do no, Jessica. Actually, I don't do that anymore because
Mm-mm.
my car, that the diesel, you can't pull out in front of. You can't. If I can see a car, I'm not pulling out because that car. These I don't. Anybody who's ever driven an old diesel, they have a lag. You can't just take that car from stop, and there's a lag there. There's a little lag that happens. So,
I have a little four-cylinder POS, so I don't jump out in front of anybody.
oh yes, Zach wants me to tell the story when he was 8. When he was 8 years old, him and I went down to Lake Cumberland, and I was in the Pathfinder, and we went down to Lake Cumberland. And keep in mind, it's out in the middle of nowhere, and it's like a lot of really hilly, curvy roads that um have big, huge drop offs because it's in
Not my
the
kind of road.
yeah, and it's down by Lake Cumberland. Zach was 8 years old. We got almost to my mom and dad's just fine. There wasn't any snow or ice on the roads. Well, then we got not too far from their house, and now the roads were a solid sheet of ice. Well, I'm not going all the way back here. So I'm like, oh my God, what are we going to do? And so Zach, 8 years old, he's like, okay, but he's like, it probably would have been a better idea just to let him drive. Would have been the smart thing to do.
At 8,
Well, we were on back roads, no, but he already knew how to drive. He drove a car the first time when he was 5 years old. What about if I tell that story? Went out and drove the car.
how could he see over the steering wheel at 5?
He couldn't. That's why he almost ran it onto somebody's patio.
Oh, jeez.
And came in the house and woke me up and said, Mommy, please come outside. And I said, Zach, have you been outside? You know better than that. You don't go outside when I'm sleeping. And he said, but Mommy, please come outside. And I said, Zach, I'm not going outside. And he said, but Mommy, the car's in the grass. Like, what? But anyway, we won't talk about that. Anyway, that's actually more my fault than his. But anyway,
You left unattended and unsupervised.
he is the one. He is the one that told me. He said, "Okay." I said, "Okay, Zach. If I start to slide, which we would, he would do. He would calculate and tell me that if I start to slide, which direction I needed to turn the steering wheel, which direction did I need to
Aim.
which direction did I need the car to error to? What if it starts sliding? Which direction should I get it to slide? Would be, and there would be some times when he would look and make his calculation and say, yeah, you can't slide here. Because either
Nice.
way, I'm going over a cliff. So,
Oh, jeez.
so
That's
yeah.
good.
So yeah, 8 years old. He knew more about driving than I did. But anyway, so yes, Zach, I'll give you full credit for that. I was quite impressed with that myself. But I was also impressed that I could follow your directions.
As long as you don't follow it off a cliff.
Yeah. Well, he kept me from going over a cliff. That is true. You turn the direction your back end is going. In case anybody needs to know how to drive on ice, you turn the direction. How am I supposed to know which direction the back end is going? I'm looking
Because
in
it'll
front of
usually
you.
slide out.
Yes,
The back
Liz.
will
Zach is
usually
my
slide
son.
out in
Zach is
front of
my
you.
baby boy. And Jessica Lee, 55, is my daughter. Oh, hi, Connor. Hi, Connor. And we're talking about cars, and Connor's here. Connor is BJ's grandson. BJ, that you muted, Diane.
Because she did not want to say her real name.
Oh my God. I know. Oh. Yeah. Connor, my friend and moderator, Mrs. Johnson, muted your grandma when she set up a bogus TikTok account to come on my live and harass me. That didn't work out so well.
Yeah. And she was saying weird stuff.
I know. Well, that was why she created the account. We can't talk about her. I got yelled at it about that too. You were saying mean stuff about her. Like that.
Well, she doesn't know me very well, does she?
You remember, I know exactly. I said, well, she is a New Yorker. She said, I don't care. She was being really mean.
And I don't give a crap.
Here's what she said. Because remember, I told you I upload the live replays to YouTube
Yeah.
specifically for her. And she's like, it took me 3 days to get through that live, because remember that was the long one.
That was the 2-hour one. Yeah. That was a long one.
She said it took me 3 days to get through that. And I don't remember if she called you by your name or that woman. She was and I don't remember if she called you by your name or that woman. She was really bad mouthing me. And I said, no, she wasn't. You don't understand. You met all the criteria for a troll.
And that is my job.
And that is
as
her
a moderator.
job. And she's like, well, I'm just saying. You let her talk bad
say it
about
to me.
I'm like, I didn't let her talk bad. I was telling her that was your intention, was to come here and harass me. That was your whole sole purpose for creating the account. But
that I didn't know.
Realize what kind of security I have.
That's right.
Can't come here and say anything to me because.
Nope, you got bouncers from New York.
Bouncers going on here.
You want to talk wise? Out you go. Yeet, as the kids say.
I didn't even say anything. And then she was already mad because she couldn't it wouldn't allow her to create a screen name that she wanted to create, so that I'd have to struggle with it. She comes here with Turb. Brenda, I'm sorry. That's the best you can do. Turb? Really?
Turb. Like, it even sounded like a phony ID.
It sounded like somebody that needed to go.
Yes, Red Liz, I'm definitely from New York. Give me a coffee, we'll talk about it.
Zach, don't tell me things like that. Inertia should tell me which direction my back end is going.
In layman's terms, it means your back end will slide out and eventually be in front of your front end. So you just got to follow it.
I have this now. That makes more sense to me. I I am geographically challenged. I don't have any sense of direction, and
Me neither.
I don't know right from left like that. I kind of have to think about what finger my ring's on. But
Yep.
some people do. They just know it automatically. And Alexis went with me to a Christmas party one time, and we happened to drive. It was at the Columbus Zoo. We actually, which was appropriate, we actually drove along the Olentangy River. In fact, we were on Olentangy River Road. And we drove to the Christmas party. And when we were coming back home, she said, Mama, I think you're going the wrong way. And I said, well, what makes you think it was dark? I have night blindness. And even though this was only 5 miles down the road from where I lived. But anyway, she said, Mom, I'm pretty sure you're going the wrong way. And I said, what makes you think I'm going the wrong way? And she said, well, when we were coming here, the river was on this side, and now the river is still on that side. And I said, what are you talking about? What has that got to do with anything? The river doesn't change. And she said, that's my point. The river always is a constant. And I'm like, yeah, but what does that have to do with anything? And then I thought, after she demonstrated it to me, when I turned the car around, she said, now see, because it was on that side when we were coming here, it should be on this side when we're going back. I'm like,
she got you there.
Yeah, and I thought that I never even contemplated such a thing before. That because I don't do landmarks. I don't. That's not my thing either. And
yeah, see, I do landmarks. I'm not good with.
I never contemplated what side of the road something's on. I don't. But then when I got it, I'm like, oh yeah, because you turn around. Yeah, now I get it. She did that with because the navigation systems used to, not everything was mapped on the satellite yet.
Yeah,
so navigation systems, they could tell the street names weren't there, but the car could still tell you. There was like a compass thing that was pointing, the direction you were supposed to be going, but I didn't understand that. Even though I sold the cars. And demonstrated this. I had not taken the car where there was no navigation yet, because this was it was almost 14 years ago. Anyway, there was this little arrow thing that like compass that would pop up on the screen when you got out of range, where you were in a place where the roads weren't mapped yet. And anyway, she said, Mom, you're going the wrong way. And I said, well, how do you know that? And she said, well, because the arrow is pointing down. I don't even know what. I said, what are you talking about?
You were going north. You were supposed to be going south.
She said, well, because I put the address in. So it knew where the coordinates of that address were, but it just didn't have the street names to tell me the next turn to make. And she said, what that means is you've passed where you were supposed to turn. And it's telling you to turn around and go back. And I'm like, how in the world do you know this? And she's like, Mom, it makes perfect sense. It's like, no, it doesn't. And then after she explained it to me, I'm glad I had smart kids. That's all I can say. After she explained it to me, I'm like, that is brilliant. I'm going to tell people about this. Because I told people you put the address in the navigation, and if you come to a place that hasn't been mapped yet, sorry about your luck. It's pre-map quest.
Just kind of screwed.
Because we didn't even have it on our phones yet. So it was print a MapQuest. That's what I do.
Yeah, that's what we always did.
Yeah.
I would print out the MapQuest and then I would write it in big letters in a notebook and put the notebook on the seat next to me so I could see it.
I used to always print MapQuest directions no matter where I was going. I would have the MapQuest directions. And there was actually, when I worked at the dealership, there was a hospital across the street. But here's what I need to point out. I'm talking about the Dublin Riverside Shelley or whatever they call it now. You don't just, you could actually see the building from the dealership. That is true. But it wasn't like you just go straight across the street. You had to go down these winding roads to get back there to it. And I was getting ready to go over there, and I printed the MapQuest. Somebody picked it up off the printer and said, I was walking over there to get it. They said, who printed directions to the hospital? I'm like, those are mine. They're like, Gracie, you can see the building from here. Why do you need MapQuest to that? And I'm like, well, you can't just drive straight over there.
And we all did it before GPS was a thing, and we had to get used to GPS. We all did the MapQuest. And people nowadays don't understand that we used to have to use that.
Yeah, my daughter Jessica was talking about my Aunt Carol because we're all challenged in this same way. And, well, I can tell you what Brad said about you and Alexis, Jessica. He said you inherited the bad driving gene.
That's terrible.
and anyway, my Aunt Carol, when they first built the outer belt in Columbus, she drove all the way around it, which is a significant difference. She drove all the way around it twice before she realized it was a loop.
Time check again, miss. It is 9 p.m.
Let's go. Yeah, Zach had his Uncle Walter. I think we should go now. So I will do my sign off, Diane, and then you can do yours. What am I supposed to say? Like I say every week, I want this to be. I'm like somebody that's drunk. Well, there are studies that show that sleep deprivation is the same thing. But like I always say, I want this to be your favorite TT show on Thursday night. So I'll see you next week, same time, same station. Love y'all. Your turn, Diane.
See you next week, peeps. Be good.
Well, sweetie. Thank you. Thank you for doing this again. And you guys don't forget to go check out Smurfette's Vision Board Challenge and see if you want to do that. Love y'all.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to go straight to her live so I can see.
Yeah. I'm going to go straight to my bed to sleep. I hope.
You should.
Bye.
Bye, sweetie.
I forget they moved the button up here.